Yeah, saw my video earlier. You've noticed that I was miserable this morning. Um, Still feeling a bit rubbish today. My tummy here and up here is really hurting, really sore. I'm really worried that I've got hyperstimulation, which sucks. Um, but me and Laz have been out today and we've bought ourselves some little bits, and I've put together um, a little package. I saw this on someone else's video actually. They're from America. They did like a care package while you're going through IVF. It was great. A lot of the stuff was American, so I didn't know, we don't have those kind of brands here. So I thought it might be nice to do an English one. So I've put together a similar one, like a TLC kind of bundle, if you like, while you're going through IVF, and things that I've found helpful, and tips that I've taken from other people as well. And I've added a few of my own bits. So yeah, hope you like it. First things I've got at the beginning and throughout really, there's going to be a lot of waiting, as some of you might already know, which is really annoying having to wait all the time. And you sit and you dwell over things, and you need to keep your mind occupied. So, things that I've come up with that, we've got quite a few actually. Got a puzzle book, puzzle compendium, which has got loads of different puzzles in, crosswords to go through, or word searches. Always good. This sort of thing you can probably take in while you're waiting to have your egg collection, or your embryo transfer or something as well. In waiting rooms if you're nervous. Puzzle books. Also, just a book I've got today. £3.49 bargain. Got it from Sainsbury's. I'm really interested in forensic science and all that kind of morbid stuff. So yeah, great book, great find today. But just any book really, be great. Yeah, so I'm gonna give that one a go. Also, something that I found today, and my husband pointed out to me. I hadn't seen them before, but as part of mindfulness, I don't know if any of you've heard of it. It's a way of dealing with anxiety and stress. You practice mindfulness. It's sort of like meditation, but it's more concentrating on your breathing, finding things that make you feel peaceful and relaxed. It's different for a lot of people. But yeah, there's this company now that are bringing out a group of books, which are creative colouring books for grown-ups. £3.99. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love colouring. I did when I was a kid and I still do now. And sitting and just doing a repetitive action, just colouring in a pattern, can be really helpful, and you'll see what I mean by repetitive. They're quite detailed. So these are the kind of things that they've got in here. This is the Japanese one. I love everything Japanese, so yeah, there's lots of different ones. Really like sort of intricate patterns that you can sit and colour. Just to help put your mind at ease. I think it does. I mean, it might not work for everyone if you're not into arts and crafts and that kind of thing. But I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. Yeah, I think it'd be really beneficial and quite soothing. So yeah, that's that. And I've got some pencils to go with that as well. Next. You'll all been told this if you're going through IVF at the moment. If you're about to go through it, you will be told this. You need to keep hydrated, especially if you have more follicles, because if you're a bit younger as well, you're more likely to overstimulate. That's not saying if you're older or have less follicles, you're not going to overstimulate. It can happen to anyone. So what you'll be told to help deal with that, and throughout the process anyway, is you need to keep hydrated. I've been told I need to drink 2 litres at least a day of water, and yeah, especially if you overstimulate, it's really important to keep hydrated. So this is my favourite. I don't like drinking plain water. I think it's horrid. I hate the taste of it, and I just can't stomach it. So I drink flavoured water. Probably got a lot of sugar in it, and that's not great for teeth, but Volvic. And this flavour is orange and peach, and it's lovely. and I drink a lot of this day. But also, if you feel quite sluggish through the treatment as well, and also if you get a lot of hot flushes, and if you do overstimulate, you can lose a lot of the electrolytes, and you might be really low on energy and feeling really kind of blue. So, orange leaf that's my one that I like to drink. A lot of people in America have been testing Gatorade because it's full of electrolytes. I know we've got Powerade here that will probably do the same thing. Don't replace it with water though. That's important. It says on all the backs of these kind of energy drinks, like glucose-based energy drinks with electrolytes, that you shouldn't use it as a substitute to help with dehydration. You need to keep drinking water as well, but this will help maybe with the tiredness a bit, and it will help replace electrolytes that you've lost in your body through the sweating, with the hot flushes, or with the overstimulation. Yeah, so that's fluids dealt with. Another one is that if you do overstimulate, or if you're at risk of overstimulating, a good way to deal with that is to eat salty food. This is basically because it helps draw the fluid that might be leaking from your ovaries back into your blood vessel. So some of you, if you are going through the treatment, might get weird cravings for salty things. The other girl that I watched on the video, she craved SpaghettiOs in America because they're quite salty, you know, so she never really liked them before, that's all she wanted to eat. I'm similar, I've craved nothing but peanut butter, just loads of peanut butter all the time. I think that's because it is quite salty, and before, I didn't even like peanut butter, really didn't. But yeah, now, can't stop me from eating it. But I've got some other ones, you know, because people get concerned with IVF when you take the medication that you're going to put on weight. I have put on weight with the medication I've been taking. I don't know if it's because it's the medicine doing it or whether it gives you a bigger appetite. But either way, I've put weight on, and it is a one of the side effects, especially with the nasal spray. So yeah, I've kind of tried to look for more healthy snacks that you can have that are not going to make you gain overweight. I know they are still quite high in fat, but they are very good for you as well. Salted peanuts, jumbo salted peanuts. That's what I'm going to go for at the moment because they're nice and salty and tasty to eat as well. If you want to go a little bit better than that, something that is very low in fat and, you know, high in protein. And that's another thing, high protein diets supposed to be linked to helping prevent ovarian hyperstimulation. I don't know, don't quote me on that, I'm not a doctor. You know, if you're concerned that you have or you will get that, talk to your doctor, talk to the people at the clinic. Don't just take my word for it, it's a serious illness. So yeah, don't think that anything I'm saying is going to cure it, it probably won't. You need actual medical help. It can be life-threatening sometimes, so yeah, make sure you're always asking your doctor about it. But yeah, back to the sort of salty foods. This is beef biltong. It's the Bundu one. I'm unfortunately allergic to garlic, so Bundu original beef biltong is the only one that doesn't have garlic in it. But yeah, this is one I can eat, so I eat this with loads of different ones. Jack Link, Wild West, loads of other different beef jerky ones. But if you like beef, this is a great one. Really high in protein, and yeah, and salt as well. So, and it's not got pretty much got no fat in it. I mean, 100 grams, 4.5 grams, and that's meat. So you know, that's really good. Salt is what 5.2. You know, there's a lot of salt in it, but that's good. You want that. It's what felt weird for me was that, you know, I've always been told salt is bad, cut your salt down, cut your cholesterol down. But salt is actually important in your body, and when you're going through this, it's very important. But it is weird just to be told to eat more salty things. But yeah, this is one of my favourites. I eat so much of this, even without this treatment. I eat this all the time. It's really nice. I really recommend it. Also, a bit of a naughty one. It's nothing to do with your health, but it might make you feel better. Dairy milk, chocolate, making me feel better anyway. Who doesn't like a bit of chocolate? Fruit and nut makes everything better. And ice cream. I can vouch for that. I've actually got a pot of ice cream, peanut butter ice cream, that's in the freezer. So, but yeah, I need that. I need that because it's got salt in it, so that's my excuse anyway. Moving on to medication. There's not much you can take whilst you're going through this treatment, or while you're pregnant for that matter. We're told to stay away from ibuprofen. I'm not exactly sure why, but I was told to not take ibuprofen or anti-inflammatories during the treatment. I tend to stay away from things like cocodamol as well, because they're quite strong and I don't really want to risk it. So I'm just pretty much sticking on paracetamol, and I've been told that that's what I was to take. I don't know about after embryo transfer, so I have to ask your nurse or doctor about that at the clinic. But at the moment, especially if you're getting sore from the stimulation, or you're getting bad headaches from the spray and the stimulation, paracetamol is pretty much what you can take. Also, obviously, you need to be taking folic acid. I've gone not just folic acid, but preconception vitamins, so I'm getting a bit of everything. Because also I don't want to get sick while I'm doing this, so especially getting colds and stuff, I've really done on that. So this has got a good supply of various different vitamins in it. Got 400 grams of folic acid, so that's that's how much you should be taking. It's also got iron and vitamin D and zinc, which is supposed to be really good for fertility. So I'm taking their word for it. 70s. You can get there are all different ones. There's Pregnacare, they're a bit more expensive, but pretty much for the same stuff. Don't let it fool you. It's all pretty much the same. Or you can just buy the individual vitamins. Like you can get them cheaply from like Tesco's or Sainsbury's. They do the individual pots. They're about like £1 each, I think. So you could get those and just mix it up and take the ones that you need. But I prefer just to get this because it's easier. And they have an offer on Sainsbury's. It's like 3 for 2. And Laz also takes the Wellman ones, and she's been told to take some vitamins to, improve sperm quality and all that. So he's like the Wellman ones and they're on the same offer, so it's handy. But yeah, have to take folic acid throughout the whole treatment. As I've been reminded every single time I've been there, are you still taking your folic acid? Are you still taking folic acid? Yeah. And then keep drinking, you need 2 litres a day. So they're kind of the 2 most important things really, when you're doing this. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So the next one, some side effects that people get, not everyone will get them. I certainly have with my stimulation medication. I've got really bad heartburn, really bad. I feel like someone's kind of stabbing me in the chest at the minute. I've got it really bad at the moment. And really bad bloating and bad gas as well, which is lovely to talk about, but it happens, so we have to talk about it, don't we? What I found helps really good with that is Bicidol. I love Bicidol. I get really bad stomach acid anyway before I started doing this. It's even worse now, but Bicidol are great. They're just chewy, chalky, peppermint things that you chew, and yeah, they help get rid of your trapped wind, indigestion and heartburn. So they don't take it away completely if it's really bad, but they do ease it, and you can I don't think they're really a recommended dose. It says 2 tablets is required, so yeah, chew away whenever you get it. Big old pack of these. Also, I've got some indigestion relief. They're ranitidine hydrochloride. So a commercial name for another brand is Zantac. but they're like £4 something. These were £1 something, and they're exactly the same ingredients. Good tip with medication: if you are looking to buy something, don't just grab brand name ones, because it's most likely that the supermarket's own brands are exactly the same ingredients. They just haven't got the expensive brand on them. Yeah, these were exactly the same ingredients as Zantac. So yeah, this one goes: swallow 1 tablet whole with water as soon as symptoms appear. Do not take more than 2 tablets in 24 hours. So you can't take these as often, but that's why I've got the bicycle. So you take these when it's really bad, and then just chew on these when it's kind of niggling at you. So yeah, big combo. Also, something I forgot to mention earlier, I'm just talking about the drinks. Something I found really useful for staying hydrated. It's a good substitute for all you coffee and tea lovers, because caffeine is not a great idea while you're going through this. I found that out the hard way when I had a coffee yesterday, and made my stomach really bad, and I felt really sick. And on top of all the other symptoms, it's not nice. So yeah, and you're gonna have to switch out caffeine if you get pregnant anyway. You can't have caffeine when you're pregnant, so it's a good idea to switch that out now, so you can get used to not having it if you are a regular drinker. But yeah, what I found really good is fruit tea. This has got no caffeine in it. It's just fruit, and it's really yummy. I mean, I don't drink tea anyway. I hate tea, but the fruit ones so nice, and they are great for keeping you hydrated. If you go for anything with caffeine in, caffeine is a diuretic, so any moisture you put in your mouth, it's going to be coming out, because a diuretic basically means it's making you pass out the water quicker, which you don't want. You'll get really dehydrated, and that's bad while you're going through this, as I've mentioned before. So drinking the fruit teas, it's nice to have a hot drink, and you keep you hydrated. And also, it's just on a personal note, I find fruit teas really good for helping me reduce stress as well, particularly because on my anniversary flowers, when I proposed, we went away to a spa called Bishopsgrove. It's absolutely lovely, and they had loads of fruit tea, and it was free. So we pretty much got our money's worth and drank as much fruit tea as we could. But just sort of the smell of it is, it sets off the olfactory memory, and makes me think of a time where I was really not stressed and I was really happy. And yeah, so when I drink this now, I get a little bit of that again, calms me down. So yeah, that's nice to have. Right, I've got a packet of crisps there as well on the salty issue as well again. So not as healthy, but they're really nice. So yeah, next thing is comfy trousers. I'm wearing jeans at the moment. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go stick these on because I'm in pain. If your ovaries do swell up a bit, tight trousers hurt, walking hurts and standing hurts. And although it's nice to wear pyjamas indoors, when you're going out and about, or you're going off for your scans, if you're going for your egg collection or your embryo transfer or anything, you're going to want something comfy to wear. And yeah, so some acceptable looking joggers. I quite like these. So I got a pair of those, and I got a pair of black ones as well. I just got these from Sainsbury's. Everything was from Sainsbury's today. We have a good selection of stuff. So got myself some black ones as well. Nice and baggy, nice and stretchy. Not going to put any pressure on the abdominal area. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with those. And obviously comfy pyjamas and stuff like that as well. Always nice to have. Nice slippers. After the hot flushes, obviously you don't want them while you're having hot flushes. You get way too hot. But yeah, after that, it's just my hot flushes are pretty much gone now. I started stimulating, so hopefully it's the same for you guys. I don't know if it will be. Everyone's different. Yeah, going back to activities to keep yourself occupied. I don't know about you guys, but I've been thinking a lot about the 2-week wait. That's really worrying me. When you have the embryo transfer and you're sitting and waiting to take a test, it's going to be hell for me. The longest 2 weeks of my life. I know it is for a lot of you as well, and yeah, dreading it. So I've got various activities like my books and stuff. I'm also quite a big gamer, so I like to play video games. Got World of Warcraft, if you can delve yourself into that, then no problem. Time flies. You lose months of your life on that game, so that's a good one to play. I've also got some PS3 games that I'm really enjoying playing that I can recommend. If you like story adventure type games where you choose your own destiny, like the old style adventure books, and some really good ones. Heavy Rain is brilliant. I'm not going to spoil the story for you, but it's amazing. Absolutely loved it. And Beyond Two Souls is also fantastic. Both made by the same company, Quantic Dream. But yeah, video games like that, really good for passing the time. But I'm going to stop being a nerd and talking about games now. Another thing that I've done when we first started trying to conceive is crochet. It's like knitting, but you have the hook and you just use one hook and you make the stitch that way. And I've made all kinds of baby stuff to keep myself driven. It made me feel like I was doing something a bit extra towards the process, although I wasn't actually pregnant. Or, I felt like if I was making something for our future baby, then I was doing something to help, and that made me feel a bit better. When I was in some really low times when I was really upset. But yeah, so you can make lots of different things. I mean, I've got a bag that I can show you. You'll see all the different things I made. This is just a very small amount of what I've made. I've done loads. I mean, it's been like 4 years, so I've done loads. This is a little lap blanket that I made. Go over here in your pushchair, just over the lap. It's quite nice. Make things like a little diaper cover. Quite cute. Yeah, it's not that expensive. I go to Hobbycraft, the yarn there is not expensive. It's a couple of pounds, but for a big old ball, and that lasts you ages. What else have I done? A little comforter there, little lamb comforter, very cute. I won't show you all of these. I'll show you a few. I think cute. Oh, this is one of my favourites. This is my Hungry Caterpillar stuff. I know it's copyright, but it's adorable. There's a little hat, Hungry Caterpillar hat. And I made a cocoon to go with that as well. A baby cocoon. One more, I promise. This is one of my favourites. It's got a little bell on it. Little hat. Little elf hat. Little bell on the end. But yeah, this is some of the things that I've made, and I've found it really, really beneficial. I really have. There's loads of videos out there on how to crochet. I didn't go to a class or buy a book or anything. I sat on YouTube and learned from the tutorials on there, and that's some of the stuff I've made. But it really helped me because, one, it's repetitive. But as you're doing it, you're doing stitches and stitches and stitches, so it's something peaceful to do. 2, it keeps you occupied because you have to sometimes think about it and you're counting stitches and doing various bits that way. And 3, it makes me feel like I'm preparing and I'm not just sitting around doing not doing anything about it. It makes me feel more in control of the situation, that there's a small part of it that I can do that is helping towards the process, even if it is something small, But yeah, that's my thoughts today, and that's my care package. And I hope that you'll get some good tips out of it, and you might go out and get yourself one, or send your husband out to go get one, or your partner, go get you this stuff. Or, if you are a friend or family member of someone who's going through IVF, this sort of stuff might be a nice gift, before they start their treatment. to give them and say, you know, these are the various bits you might find comforting while you're going through it, and you might ease some of the symptoms, you know, keep your mind occupied. But yeah, that's all from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one, but I hope you've taken some tips out of it and might find something that was useful for yourself. Bye!